So we finished Two Kinds yesterday, that epic battle of wills between one mother and her daughter, and the daughter asserting her own identity, her independence, wanting to be accepted for who she is and as she is, and the mother, with all of her hopes and dreams and heavy expectations for what this child can be in America. The mother's idea of obedience that is due, bringing honor back to the family, and so just these contrasting identities and hopes and battle of will. And so today we're going to get into some higher level things as we just kind of take a step back and analyze the stories. One is symbolism. What did that piano come to represent in the piece? And it took on different meanings as the piece went on, right? The beginning was just absolute torture and misery. Some turning points in plot. Where was the complication? What brought us out of that nice little meet the character and the setting, and then what was the turning point that really brought the conflict into motion? And then what was the climactic moment, the most intense moment of the story that the tension filled, and then the turning point? And then we don't want to let go of fluency. You guys did a great job in your Hershey Kiss writings with the appositive, the complex sentence, compound sentences. And so we know that makes a difference for us as writers. We're more fluent, more interesting. And so we're going to practice that today. Then you're going to get to watch a clip from the Joy Luck Club, the piano recital, the talent show, the epic failure. You get to see that from the movie, and then the reading assessment, which is it's just like kind of like the Lemon Brown readers' responses, but it's just in a Google form for a few points. And you may use the story, and you may use the notes we take a look at and go over right now. So let's go ahead and find the notes that we're going to use. You're going to visit a document we've already used. So under Two Kinds, go to Anticipation Guide and Quiz Notes. The top's your Anticipation Guide, and then we'll just scroll down to page 2. So I'll pause and allow you to pull that up. Okay, so on page 2, we're going to talk about metaphors and similes, that figurative language that we see so often, and there'll be questions about this on your little quiz. So a metaphor is where you simply call one thing another. The Hershey Kiss was a mocha mountain. It was a runny chocolate wonderland. Simile is using like or as. It's silver wrapper glinted like a glimmering cloak, using like or as. So for number 1, I want you to be creative and clever. Jingmei, the daughter, the mother, or the relationship. You need a metaphor for that. So if you want to just, the daughter is this, the mother is this, the relationship is this, come up with an object or an idea that would really fit. If you want to just respond with an image that is fitting and appropriate, do that. So I think of the daughter, she's like a marionette, and the mom is like the puppeteer, just pulling the strings and yanking her daughter around, right? Until the daughter actually finds the will to break the strings and rebel. So go ahead, put your own, and then share out with your little podmates or in your crew, and it'd be neat to see what your thinking is there. Okay, symbolism, an object that expresses an idea or a feeling. So the piano is so important. At the beginning, the family can't afford one, so the mom's literally on her hands and knees cleaning old Chong's apartment to be able to afford lessons and access to a piano for her daughter. But it's just a source of drudgery and misery, and it's a way for her to rebel, right? She's just playing all this noisy clatter on that thing. And then in the end, the mom gives the piano back to the daughter, and she says, it was like a shiny trophy I had won back. She uses that simile there. So for you, what are some things this piano symbolizes? Talk to your podmates and go ahead and put a couple things down, and then we'll chat. So the piano, it's the struggle for the girl's identity, right? She has so much almost like knockdown, drag out fights at this thing with her mom. It symbolizes the mom's love and hope for everything that the daughter can have and can be. Like she saves up and buys the secondhand piano. It's the showpiece of their living room. Even it's got the scarred bench. Family honor, like a way to bring the mom sacrifices to give this to her daughter. So that's kind of honoring her daughter. And at the end, memories of her mom, but I think ultimately forgiveness. Mom gives it back, and then in the end, the daughter gets it tuned, fixes it up, and accepts it. So that is cool. All right. So, what would be a symbol for your family? Go down to the next question. If you're thinking about your family, what would be a cool symbol that just it sort of fits? Or if you don't want to do your family, you can do your friend group. That's fun too. What kind of is one object that sort of captures everybody in your group? So for me, I think about my family, and in our courtroom, we all have lined up. We all have our little hiking boots, and we all wear the same brand. Little girls have little pink ones, and because we do tons of hikes right here near our house in the woods at Elks Park and along the beach and like Harbor Park, and we travel for hikes. So it's just a place where we go geocaching and tell stories and enjoy time together in nature and just being off of screens and discovering new things outside. So what is a symbol for your family or your friend group? And you can just put a picture there and then explain why does that really fit. Okay. Awesome. The last couple are sentence structure. So in a positive is you have a noun and then a noun phrase after it. So the mother, a something something, yanks her daughter to the piano. Right here, go ahead and put something there. What would be an awesome noun? And think kind of metaphorically. The mom, a hurricane of fury, yanked her daughter to the piano. The mother, a raging bull. Okay, come up with your own. I will pause, and that's what a positive is, a noun and then a noun phrase. Okay, so five, you need a compound sentence about the daughter. So if you see compound sentence, that was on the Lemon Brown reader's responses. So you have a sentence and it's just simply joined with a conjunction and, but, so, yet. So you might put something like Jingmei hated piano lessons, comma, but she found a way to rebel. So two full sentences joined with and, but, yet, or so. Give it a whirl. That is your compound sentence. And lastly, using a double adjective opener is a cool way to start a sentence. Old Chong, the deaf but happy but cheerful piano teacher. How could you open with two adjectives about him? So, um, delighted and ecstatic. He burst into applause at the talent show, right? Because he had no idea what had happened. So, do your own double adjectives about our guy, Mr. Chung. Okay, now just to review plot. So, exposition, meeting the characters, identifying the setting. We're in Chinatown. We've got the mother and her war torn, tragic past, and the daughter, Jing Mei. And they're trying out these different prodigies. And the daughter is actually hopeful. She's into it until the tests, until she hates it, until every night at the Formica table, there's just absolute agony. And I'm a failure. And she goes screaming into the bathroom mirror and realizes how powerful she is. And I won't let her change me. So I think the turning point right there is really that night of the test. And the daughter realizes, I will not conform to her. I am going to rebel. So just know if that's on the quiz, that a turning point in plot is the conflict. The daughter is going to rebel. She's not going along with this prodigy narrative or storyline anymore. That's it. Where would you decide is the highest point of emotional tension? Is it the talent show or is it something else? Where did the character really take action against her situation and there's a turning point, a shift in power? I will pause. You identify that climactic. All right. I think it's the big blow up, folk piano time. And the girl's like, I'm not going to do it. And the mom yanks her and lifts her and throws her on the piano. And then they have this knockout, drag out fight. Then I wish I were dead like them. And the mom just crumples like a thin, brittle leaf. She just is done. And the girl doesn't have to play anymore. Shift in power. The mom gives up. So it's their big fight. Okay. What would you say is a conflict in this story? Person versus what? Okay. You decide. Okay. So for this one, this is definitely a person versus person battle. The mom versus the daughter. And then possible themes or life messages. So a lot of them surround with you can't shape somebody into what they're not. You can't control somebody. You have to accept people as they are. That's what love is. Then also ideas of forgiveness and family honor are really important and powerful in this piece as well. I think the daughter, just like in Lemon Brown, the kid goes home and he smiles, thinking about his dad. He knows his daddy's going to light him up and lecture him for not studying math and for going out tooling around in an abandoned warehouse or tenement. The daughter in the end finds peace with her mom and realizes that her mom, it was tough love and it was a lot of sacrifice. And the mom just saw greatness in her and wanted her to want that for herself and grab onto that with two hands. So I think that in the end, the idea is realizing how much parents sacrifice and how much they love. Um, and then what point of view is this told from? Is it first, like I, me, or my? Is she telling the story? Or is it about her? She does this, they do that. This story is a lot more personal and intimate, and it is a first person point of view. Okay? So the little reader's responses will be up after you watch your clip. So I will end my video and teachers can click on the clip, and then the assessment will be found in Google Classroom. And tomorrow we look forward to your debate and getting your pulse. Is it the mother or the daughter who deserves our support and sympathy as readers? All right, good luck. Take care.